Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is where you are. Thank you so much for joining us for another one of our virtual sales calls. The virtual sales calls are designed so that you can find out what's the newest information to help you grow your business through the conversations that we have with our business development managers, representatives, directors, and managers of all the various properties, as well as resorts, as well as the vendors that do all our wholesale tours, cruises, all of that stuff. So if you're not watching these on a regular basis, shame on you. I know who you are. I'm coming to get you. You're not coming on my next seminar at sea. Delete. Just kidding. Anyway, so enough of all that. I have with us today Catherine Pawelek, and Catherine represents La Coleccion, and I'm really practicing really hard to make sure I said that right, so I got it out.
Good job.
Good job. And Catherine was with us back a few months ago, and we're going to catch up on things. And what you may not be aware of is what is La Coleccion, what they represent, and want to kind of bring you up to speed on some things that are going on within their brands, because a lot of you may be aware but not offering them because you're not fully aware. So if that makes any sense at all, that's what we want to do. Is we want to help them grow their business, find out what you have to offer, what your properties do that are differently. And one of the things that I know that you taught me before is y'all are actually Mexico's largest brand name, brand name in Mexico. So when you think of some of the brands in Mexico, to who has the most, we'll call it strength or power and buying power, or representing the Mexican culture and everything else, you should be thinking of La Coleccion. Now, I wasn't familiar with the name of La Coleccion, but then you said Fiesta Americana.
Right.
And I went, oh, now I know who you're talking about. See, you did the same thing too, didn't you? So tell me the different brands that are under y'all's flag, and a brief description difference of each one of them.
Great. Thanks, Dan. Hey, everybody. La Coleccion Resorts. I love saying that.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it as good as she did.
I know. That's why I joined the company. I love saying that. By the end of today's virtual sales call, you'll all be dreaming La Coleccion Resort. So we have 4 distinct brands. That's what sets us apart, our longevity. We've been around over 50 years, so the largest and longest staying company in Mexico. 175 hotels, but we only deal with the resorts here.
Okay.
Live Aqua. You want to call it Live Aqua, it's spelled L-I-V-E Aqua, spelled the same way, just sell it for us. It's an adult-only, all-inclusive, very sensorial brand. What that means is when you walk in, it's not going to be your typical all-inclusive, Dan. It's going to be a little bit more laid back. It is adults only, not couples only, so it means adults, couples, maybe girlfriend getaways, mom, daughters, guys, whatever it might be. You're going to love that kind of place. Locations, a couple of different locations for you. So just think Live Aqua, adults only, all-inclusive. Second brand, Grand Fiesta. I think when we say that already, we get the feel that it's a 5-star property.
Right.
But within the Grand Fiestas, we have 3 properties, and each one totally different. If there's anything you're going to take away today from La Coleccion Resorts, is that we're not cookie cutter.
Good.
And then the third brand, the one that many of us remember, I've been in the travel business since many decades.
Don't say that word.
I know.
I don't like that word.
But I remember selling it as a travel agent back then. Now we want you to sell it again because we've done major renovations within that brand of Fiesta Americana. Again, we have 3 properties there, each one totally different, but that's more family oriented. And the fourth brand that probably nobody knows about is the Explorian. It's our soft adventure brand. You know, you get clients coming and going, I don't want to just sit at the beach. I want to do kayaking and catamaraning and jeep safari and visiting the ruins. All those things cost money, and they're included in the Explorian brands.
Wow.
And we have 2 locations currently.
Let's talk a little bit about the Explorian brand. A lot of the media, and I've been talking to y'all on Facebook and on the forum about this a lot. Millennials are the fastest growing segment in the travel industry. LGBT and the families and adults that are looking for destination and destination immersion and experience. So that collective is your biggest target market if you put those all together into one. So people looking for destinations really is number one.
Mm-hmm.
Destination and immersion, what you're going to get when you get there. Not just laying on a beach and going, putting your toes in the sand and however that song goes. So that's really, really big. So with that property, when you say it's a little bit more laid back, are we lacking amenities on the property?
No. So here's the thing. Imagine a Balinese-looking resort,
Mhm.
palapa roof, those thatched roofs, except you're not having to rough it. You've got the comforts of home. I used to send people to Costa Rica, Panama. They wanted a jungle experience back in the 80s and 90s. Now they want those kind of activities and fun things to do, but they also want air conditioning, Wi-Fi. Don't want to give that up. So we built this Explorian brand on the island of Cozumel, right behind our Fiesta Americana Cozumel that we renovated 3 years ago. We have these bungalows. We totally redid them. So they look like you're in the middle of the jungle, but really you're on the island of Cozumel. You're 15 minutes from San Miguel, where you can party and buy T-shirts and go to Sing Your Frogs. So on its own, it's its own little village, boutique resort, has its own pool, restaurant, and bar, but 120 feet further is the Fiesta Americana Cozumel, and can use all those amenities. That's a little bit bigger, so it has more amenities. The resort itself, though, each and every day you're going to go kayaking and catamaraning. You're going to visit the ruins, snorkeling right there on the world's second largest barrier reef, and you don't have to pay extra for it. Jeep buggy safari. You get to experience the Temescal Lodge, the Sweat Lodge, that spiritual Mayan ritual. All these things that would cost you extra money are included. Now, I'm going to say that if you have a family with young kids, it might not
Probably
be the
not.
best. Because the kids that are 4, 6, 7, 8 years old want a kids club.
Sure.
They want to be on vacation with kids their age.
And some of
we
these
don't
kind of
have that.
activities might wear them out. They might not
Exactly.
make it
Or they
through.
can't even do them.
Right.
So couples, adults, or maybe families with older
Older
teens,
kids.
my God, they would love it. Now, we do have a second location in the southern part of Mexico. That's a little bit more getting away from it totally. You're in the town of Cojon Beach, where one of the few ruins that you can still climb is, but there you're really getting totally away from it. So if somebody says, I want to tune out, then the second Explorian in Cojon Beach might be a choice for them.
The one in Cozumel, do they have access to the going to the beach through the Americana
Yep.
resort? So they have access to all of that as well.
All that, all the additional restaurants that there are.
Right.
When they do karaoke night and folklore night, they can participate,
Okay.
not the other way around. So somebody who's
Oh,
staying
the
at Fiesta
Americana can't
Cozumel
come over and do
cannot
their
come
jump.
over. Because remember,
That's
the
pretty cool.
Explorian is a little bit more intimate, more personalized,
Boutique.
smaller boutique.
Very
Yeah.
cool. So right there in your hot little hands, you have quite a variety of products within one brand. Are you primarily on the east coast of Mexico, or some of the properties on the west coast of Mexico?
So we are all over. So Cozumel, Cancun, Riviera Maya, Puerto Vallarta, and Los Cabos. And we just opened up a couple of months ago in San Miguel de Allende.
There you go.
There's a live aqua property that we opened up. We built it from scratch. If you don't know where San Miguel de Allende is, it's one of the UNESCO World Heritage Sites. And it's considered the #1 destination, wedding destination in
Y'all listen to that?
Mexico.
Did y'all hear that? Say that again. Say that
The
again.
number one destination wedding destination in all of Mexico.
And that's where?
San Miguel de Allende.
And the property is?
It's a live aqua urban resort, brand new build, 350 rooms. And if you don't know about San Miguel, Google it. But it reminds me of like Taos, New Mexico, Santa Fe, because you're in the mountains. You're not on the ocean, so it's a totally different vacation. But if your clients want to go hot air ballooning, they have vineyards, horseback riding, just an amazing, very artsy colony there. San Miguel is known for hundreds of art galleries, cobblestones, very colorful homes like Merida. So a different vacation again. You know, as a travel agent, you match up your client, whether it's for a cruise or
Sure.
a resort, depending on what they're looking for. It can't just be willy-nilly, oh, let's send them to an all-inclusive. Like I said, we have 14 resorts now, and each one is so different. So you
Right.
have to know what the client's looking for, but that might be a perfect location.
What is the actual, when we say Live Aqua, what is the actual identity of that property?
That it is more sensatorial, so it's about the five senses. It's not your typical all-inclusive, even though most of ours aren't where you're going to find 20 people with yard-long beers in the lobby.
Right,
That's
right.
just not our premise, whether it's Live Aqua, Grand Fiesta, or Explorian. But Live Aqua is a little bit more hip, contemporary, combining some of the colonial effects of authentic Mexico. The one in San Miguel, built from scratch, looks like it's been there hundreds of years because we wanted it to fit into the Mission Hacienda style, but it's brand new. The Live Aqua in Cancun and Playa del Carmen are a little bit more contemporary and modern. Can I say how they could compare it to maybe other brands?
Sure.
Would that help?
Yeah, sure.
So the Live Aquas that we have in Cancun and Playa del Carmen, if you're selling Le Blanc, Secrets, maybe even Excellence, anything contemporary, modern, and hip, think about Live Aqua instead. The pricing is amazing. They're brand new build. It's not like they're 30 years old. Location is everything, and they're smaller. We don't do mega resorts, Dan, so we don't do 2,000 room
Right.
resorts. Our biggest one has 600, but in general it's between 350 and 500 rooms. So that's something that I think oftentimes the travel agent is focused on one brand, and they forget there's other brands that are comparable or better or renovated or even better priced.
It's easy to do for the agents as well as in my job. You know, people talk about we have all these brands, and no offense to any BDM, you know, you have your 5 brands and under one name, and you think about that, and you've got that all to keep up with. Once they kind of hit the gong and find one that kind of covers what they need, it's easy to keep going back to it until they made me mad, I'll never use them again kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to really, you guys really need to branch out a little bit. And one of the things I think of, and this is where I'm going, is when you're in a competitive situation. So she just gave you an idea of several different brands. So as much as you guys love and sell, and I'm happy you're selling Secrets, I'm just using them as an example. So from what she's telling you, if you're competing with another travel agency for a Secrets resort property and price, then based on what she told you, you should be looking at Live Aqua to see if you can get a better price and more commission for you, because through Pleasant Holidays you sell it and you get 17% commission, but you didn't hear that here. Just so you'll know. So you'll get more commission, you get a neater, similar type of product, but a little bit smaller, a little bit more, well, newer product and everything else as far as the build. And it's on a competitive level with the other brand, but your other agency that you're competing against won't even think there, and you're going to blow your client away with a suggestion. So let me suggest to get you off of the mainstream. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like taking them off of a Carnival ship and putting them on a Seabourn. It's like, I wouldn't even think I could get that. If you could get Seabourn for the price of Carnival, wouldn't you?
Yes,
so, you know,
no-brainer right there.
Right.
And I think, Dan, also that it becomes a win situation for your client because you're offering maybe something that they didn't think about either. And remember this, with the brands sometimes that you sell, we never circumvent you or your wholesaler. That's really important for us, is to keep that relationship that we've got going with you and the wholesaler, that we don't directly sell to the public. But I think more than anything is, at the end of the day also, it's about the rewards that the agents get.
Bridging right into that
Yes.
part. So they're not going to interfere with your guests as far as trying to sell to your guests. No timeshares, none of that kind of good garbage. They're not going to interfere with Pleasant Holidays' relationship with you. They have a great relationship with the different suppliers and vendors. Not just Pleasant Holidays, but a lot of them. If you have a go-to, that's fine. But right now, Pleasant Holidays is offering the highest amount of commission. And we love Pleasant Holidays. But the key factor is there's something more in it for you, and that's your rewards program.
Exactly.
Tell us about that.
So I'm going to encourage everybody, challenge everybody to register for our rewards. Dan will give the information out to you to make sure that you have the correct website to go to, and it takes 4 minutes of your time. 4 minutes, Dan, that's it. After you create your profile, which will have your personal information as well as, of course, Outside Agents, Cruise and Tours Unlimited information, that's the start. Now you're going to go to your favorite wholesaler, you're going to make bookings, and you're going to add them to that profile. That's so important. I still come across agents that forget to do that step, And we never know you have it booked because remember, the wholesaler doesn't give us the information that you booked something. So unless you go and add it into your profile, which takes 1 minute, it'll tell you, add a booking. There's a button, so simple. Put in the confirmation number, in and out dates, the name of the property, name of the main person in the room, as well as the wholesaler you booked. 1 minute. Now you hit the submit button. Here's what happens. For every single room that you book, that's 3 to 5 nights, you receive from us $50. That's separate from commissions. On top of that, for each and every booking that's 6 nights or more, and probably with many of the all-inclusive, it's going to be 6 nights or more, it's $100 per room. We pay it, not when the client travels. So let's say you book something for December 12th and you booked it now. We pay within 30 days that you put it into your profile. Within
Nice.
30 days,
Nice.
you get a
And
check in
we're
the
not
mail.
touching a percentage of it. It's coming straight to you guys. We don't play with that. That's
Right.
that's for you.
And so think about the amounts that you can make. Now, on top of that, we added this past year a free room night stay for you as well. So for every single room booking you make of at least 3 nights or more, they get a free room night's stay. But it's even better than that. You don't have to use it at the property you booked. If you booked a 5-star property, you can use it at any of the 14 properties we have, 5-star
Nice.
or 4-star. On top of that, if you booked a 4-star, you can stay in the 4-star range or donate 2 room nights that you earned for each 1 room night in a 5-star you want to
Upgrade.
use. So we allow you to upgrade. We also don't make you use it within 6 months. You have 18 months to use it.
Nice.
But it gets even better.
Wait, no, it
What?
can't get better than that.
Do you do groups? Of course
Do
you
we do groups? Do
Oh,
we? Tell her.
do
Do we
you
do
do
groups?
groups?
Yes, we kill it on groups.
So some of the suppliers will say you don't get rewards after X amount of rooms because now we're giving you a group rate, etc.
Uh-huh.
We allow you to collect those rewards up to 25 rooms. So you got 30, 35 rooms, you're collecting a commission on that, you made your group reservation. Now 25 of those rooms go into your profile, and let's say there's 7 nights, that's $2,500 extra dollars in your pocket. Really?
That's the wedding that she was describing to you, the destination wedding at the brand new resort, and you're going to get $2,500 extra dollars, plus you're going to get all those night stay credits, and all of it is just for you. And then if you book it through Pleasant Holidays, you're going to get 17% commission on top of that.
Right.
Y'all should have already turned this thing off and started looking. I'm
Right.
telling you.
And wait.
There's
I know,
more.
there's
oh my
more.
gosh, I can't keep up.
So last year, if you had the free room nights, and you want to bring in a second or third person, there was an additional cost for that, obviously. We decided as of immediately that as long as you have enough free room nights, you can use those for the second or third person as well, so no additional money coming out of your pocket for that. So you're bringing in a second person, let's say you have 6 room nights, you use 3 of them, they use three of them as well, now you have double occupancy. You can go up to triple occupancy, whatever you'd like, and there's more. The Grand Fiesta Americana Coral Beach Cancun, which remained EP, all of our other properties went all-inclusive. That one, which is on the upper arm of Cancun, has that EP opportunity for you. You get your cash in front, you get your free room nights. Now, they're going to go to the resort. There's a 5-diamond restaurant there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video mapping table, a 40,000 square foot spa, a 40,000 square foot kids club. And so the client going there, EP pays for all of these things.
Mhm.
At the end of the week, whatever they spend, food, beverage, and spa, when they return, you get another 10% off. What?
No. Dang, dude, that's so cool. So if you got a guy on a budget and they said, you know, I want to have all this stuff, but I want to be, I'm cheap, I'm a cheapskate. None of y'all have that client, I know. So you would send them to the Fiesta Americana in Cancun, describe to them what EP is, and then tell them that they can choose whatever they want when they're there. Then after they have chosen one night at the nice fancy schmancy restaurant or some time at the spa or any of those kinds of things, all that goes back in, and you better have already logged that guest in to your profile, because once that does, then we're going to go back and give you 10% of that booking is going to be added to your original booking.
Right, and Dan, one other thing is that some of the suppliers say that if you book something now and they're not traveling till December, and you don't register within 30 days, you lose that booking. You guys know that. There's some suppliers out there. We do the other way around. We say, put it in there as soon as you can because we pay you within 30 days. But here's the good thing about it. If you wait until they start traveling, until the moment they step foot on property, you can still register it. But why would you wait? Why wait 8, 9 months if you can get the money now? So, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
So all that information is on their supplier page, La Coleccion, and you can see some training material that they have there. All the information you need about how to sign up for your own personal rewards program is there. Some further information about booking and how to book and what to do when you're booking. All of Catherine's contact information, GPS coordinates to her house, picture from the global satellite of her at a pool, or whatever. And so we want you to be aware of a really neat opportunity to not just do great things for your guests, but man, it's time to do something good for yourself, don't you think? To reward yourself. And here is someone that is working really hard to help you grow your business and rewarding you for everything that you do for them. So it's a matched situation. It's a win-win situation. It's a strong company that wants to help you partner so that you say, hey, these are my go-to because my clients are going to do better, I'm going to do better, they support me, the suppliers, the wholesalers have great relationships with them. So, I mean, I know that we can book you through GoGo, through the properties in VAX, all of those ones. If you have a favorite one, that's fine. But I just found out that Pleasant Holidays is now offering a little bit more commission. So it's entirely up to you who you want to use. You decide what's best for you. Anything else coming up? Any new properties coming up? What's next?
About a month ago, we also opened up a Live Aqua Residence Club down in Cabo. We already had a Grand Fiesta Americana in Los Cabos. Pretty unique. The Grand Fiesta Americana Los Cabos has a swimmable beach. Just remember that bullet point. Over the coming weeks, etc., when I do webinars, keep an eye on certain things because I'll try and focus on different brands and different opportunities for you to book our properties. So the Live Aqua Residence Club in Cabo is a different concept. It is 1 through 4 bedroom villas.
Oh, wow.
Very upscale. Where the Grand Fiesta Americana is right down by the water where you can do your swimming and all of that, right into the hillside, we built this residence club. Now the chef's kitchen alone is as big as my condo. Dining room. So if you have a 4-bedroom villa, maybe for extended families, maybe a wedding, maybe a family reunion or corporate incentive, something like that, that would be great. Up to 12 people can fit in.
Oh, nice.
And they have their own pool, their own jacuzzi. And that property, because of how it's built, is also EP only because it makes sense. But they can take a golf cart down to the Grand Fiesta Americana, Los Cabos, and purchase a day pass, a half-day pass, make use of all the amenities down there as well, including the meal plan and beverage plan, or they can stay where they are.
And if they purchase the day pass, you're getting 10% commission. Keep going.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Oh, and that reminds me also, if they are ever at any of our destinations, maybe you're on a cruise or maybe doing something else on vacation, please let me know in advance so I can get you a day pass and you can do a site inspection. You're there. Maybe you're in Puerto Vallarta or maybe you're in Cancun or Cozumel. We want you to do site inspections. I'll get you and the family a day pass. But what if they have clients that are going to a destination, maybe on a cruise ship? I would say they can pay for the day pass on the cruise ship and then spend the next 12 hours with the other 3,000 people that they were on the cruise with. Or you can let me know and I'll get them a discounted pass. Now, the best of both worlds. They can be at our property, get a day pass or a half-day pass, see the property, do a little site inspection, eat, drink, be merry. They'll come back and say, you know what? I saw that property. Book me there next.
Wait, so what roughly, if there's not a magic number, what are we talking about if a travel agent comes to you and says, I've got a couple, they're going on a cruise, and they're going to one of your destinations, and I would like for them to go see one of your properties.
Right.
So the travel agent wants to buy it for them as a gift instead of onboard credit or a discount.
Because you made all that money with the rewards already.
Yeah. How much are we talking about?
It depends,
About.
because half-day passes can run $35 to $50, full-day passes $50 to $75, $80. Remember, it depends on the occupancy of the resort, because they don't want it overrun with just day travelers,
sure.
and it could depend on the season as well. All you do is give me advance notice. I can connect you with the property directly. They'll let you know.
It's a really cool way to continue to tie to your guests, who's not going to always do a cruise every year. They're not going to always do a resort every year. But let them go to somewhere that they've been to before. You know, we've all been to Cozumel 1,000 times. So, you know, when you go to Cozumel and they're saying, I'm looking for something different to do, say, I would like to treat you. I'd like to give you a half-a-day pass. Enjoy shopping in Cozumel and do your thing. But I'd like to treat you to a half-day pass. Use the pool, use the facilities, go see what it's like, and come back and give me your feedback. Take some pictures while you're there. I'd love to see the photos, and it's going to be my treat. I'm going to take care of it for you. Wouldn't you rather invest in your future and invest in your business future, invest in your guests that way than just some onboard credit that disappears as soon as it hits their account?
Right.
That's a
Great
really good
idea.
idea you had.
I know.
Wow.
Wow.
You got anything
Yeah.
else for us?
Let's see. Yes, we broke ground in Dominican Republic. Yay! So we're moving out of
the DR.
Mexico, adding on. So we'll be in Punta Cana. We're building from scratch. We're not just taking old property, putting our name on it. So please give us 2 years. That's what we're anticipating. And after that, a few other places in the Caribbean, but I've been sworn to secrecy, so I can't say that. I'll just let your imagination take.
Jamaica. Probably going to Jamaica. Everybody goes to Jamaica. I don't know where else. So
You
go
see
someplace
this bland
southern.
expression?
That's
I can't
fine.
say anything.
That's fine.
I
Now, if you
know.
went someplace like a little more southern, like St. Lucia or some of those other places, Barbados, that would be cool. That'd be cool. But then you got to. The thing about some of those islands is flights, lift, getting people in and out and stuff like that. But anyway, that's a different
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Anyway,
so-
well, cool. Thank
That
you so
was
much
fun.
for coming in, Catherine.
Dan.
I appreciate you very much. La Coleccion, the Fiesta Americana, and all the other brands, Live Aqua, and I'm leaving out
Grand Fiesta,
Grand Fiesta
and Explorian.
Explorian sounds really cool. So you guys need to do a little more homework and dig into that. Her information, Catherine's information, is on the supplier page. Check with your favorite supplier as far as the wholesalers. See what they have to say about them. Get their feedback from them. Check with your BDM from your favorite supplier, like GoGo or somebody like that, and say, "Hey, tell me what y'all think about this property." Get those professionals to give you their opinion as well. So that's all I got for now. It's time for y'all to get out there and sell something. It's still wave season, so y'all got to be crazy busy. Sales have been really good across the board. Thank y'all so very much for your hard work. So as it's time for you to get out there and sell something, we're looking forward to you selling La Coleccion. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.